Welcome back. I'm Savannah.
And I'm Prescott. This is your Wednesday Good Morning KU News Update. Preparations are now in place for the funeral of Queen Elizabeth II. The Queen will lie in state for the next 4 days before the funeral at Westminster Abbey on Monday. World leaders are expected to attend the service of the first state funeral since that of Sir Winston Churchill in 1965.
Queen Elizabeth II was crowned in 1953 upon the death of her father, King George VI. During her 70-year reign, she served with 15 different United Kingdom prime ministers, from Winston Churchill through Liz Truss, who took over less than 2 weeks ago. She was the only person in the UK who didn't need a passport to travel, as all British passports are issued in her name.
Ukraine's military forces have retaken more than 1,000 square miles of territory. According to reports, the occupying Russian forces have pulled back to regroup. This advance would be the strongest counteroffensive since the war began in February.
The two leading candidates for Kansas governor met in Hutchinson last weekend for the first of many debates. Incumbent Laura Kelly and Republican challenger Derek Schmidt traded accusations on a variety of topics ranging from abortion to inflation. Election day is on Tuesday, November 8th.
We'll take a quick break and then be back with sports. Stay with us.
National champions deserve a clean campus. Don't wait for other Jayhawks to pick up your mess. Keep the University of Kansas clean.
Welcome back. The biggest news from last weekend continues to be the football team's wild overtime victory over West Virginia on Saturday. After trailing by 2 touchdowns on 3 different occasions in the first half, Kansas battled back and took the lead with 4 minutes left in the third quarter on a short touchdown run from sophomore running back Devin Neal.
West Virginia then made its comeback to tie the game at 42 with just 35 seconds left to play in the regulation. In overtime, KU scored first on a 4-yard pass from junior quarterback Jalen Daniels to redshirt sophomore Quentin Skinner. Then on defense, sophomore cornerback Kobe Bryant stepped in front of a Mountaineer outlet pass and returned it for a pick 6 to seal the victory.
And for his efforts, Bryant was named Big 12 Defensive Player of the Week. Next up, Kansas will travel to Houston on Saturday for a matchup with their future Big 12 conference member. Kickoff is at 3 p.m. on ESPNU.
The volleyball team will look to get back on track after losing their first match of the season last weekend against UNLV. After a sweep of Wichita State on Thursday, the Jayhawks fell in 4 sets to the Rebels in the championship game of the Kansas Invitational. Kansas is now 8-1 overall, and next up will be the Jayhawk Classic, where KU will host Gmku tomorrow night and then Central Florida and Omaha on Friday and Saturday nights.
The soccer team swept 2 matches last weekend at Rock Chalk Park. After a 3-0 victory over Kansas City on Thursday night, Kansas dominated play in a 4-1 win over Yale on Sunday. Freshman Sage Wimes scored 2 goals, while juniors Kate Dreyer and Shira Elinov each tallied 1 to pace the Jayhawks. KU is now 6-2 on the season and will travel to Florida this week to play Florida Atlantic tomorrow and South Florida on Sunday.
That's all for sports. After another break, Aaron will be here with the weather. Please keep watching.
Walking alone in a college town can be dangerous, no matter the time of day. Lawrence might seem like a small town, but there is still tons of crime that happens. You never know where and or when people are planning to attack, so it is better to be safe than sorry. Being by yourself is never the answer. That's why people should always walk within a buddy system. Having at least 3 people to walk with can help with getting home safer. Going out in a bigger group is definitely the way to go, so everyone can be assured they are safe. If walking home isn't an option, calling KU Safe Ride is the next best option. or ordering an Uber with your friends. Stay safe and always keep a buddy with you.
Back to Good Morning KU. I'm Erin Borges here with the weather update, and as has been the trend this past weekend and this past week, we are going to continue to see lots of sunshine, and then luckily we do have a few chances for rain this weekend. This morning we've been steadily warming up, and right now we are sitting at about 84 degrees. It's not quite our high for today. The wind is blowing at a nice 14 miles per hour out of the south. And we are going to look at the temperatures all in this area. We're all at 84 up in Leavenworth, 85 over in Kansas City, but we're all in that mid-80s range. And today, through our hours, you can kind of see us eventually hit our high of 90 degrees around that 4 p.m. mark. And then after sunset, around 8 p.m., we're going to start dipping back down into the 70s, and eventually we're going to hit our low for tonight, which is going to be around 62, and the winds are actually going to calm down overnight. We're going to see a little bit of cloud buildup, but that cloud buildup will most likely not lead to any rain for Thursday, because Thursday I still think it's going to be pretty sunny, and I think it's going to be slightly hotter than it will be today. I think we're going to see a high of 91 that day. The winds are going to stay pretty strong to about what they are doing right now. But we're going to still see clear skies for a little while longer this week, and I just wanted to pop up this radar to kind of show you that there are no clouds in our area at all. There's not going to be for a while. The wind's going to keep coming out of the south, but no clouds. Temperatures are going to stay about what they have been, very summer-like still, but luckily we do have a few chances for rain, and those are coming, I believe, Friday night into Saturday. That's our best chance. Friday night, we're going to see some clouds build up. Saturday, we have a little bit of chance of rain. Sunday, there's like a 20% chance. I think that's really small. I think that can go away really quick. And then if I step aside here, you can see next week, we are still going to be in the 90s. We are still going to have summer temperatures. But luckily, mid next week, I think we're going to cool down a little bit to the more fall weather that we all want. So KU students, hang on a little bit to that warm weather and get ready for fall, because it's going to come your way. And that's all I have for your weather update. Thank you so much for watching Good Morning KU, and we will see you back here next Wednesday.